Alright folks, well I tell you what, my brain is having one of those days. An easy puzzle sounds nice. This center row here has two numbers missing. Looks like we're missing a number 2 and a number 6. Well, it looks like we have a number 2 right there, so that makes this one our number 6, makes this one our number 2. That was nice and peaceful. Got a couple numbers missing here in this column. Got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. We're missing a 5, which we have a 5 here. And then we've got our 6, and we're missing a 7, which a 7 can't go here. And then we're missing a 9, which a 9 can't go here as well. So if a 7 and a 9 can't go here, that gets to be our 5. And these two are our 7 and our 9. I'll just make a little pencil mark. They'll probably resolve here really quickly, but just for giggles. Okay, so we got 3 numbers missing here. We need a 1. Well, it can't be here, so it's one of these two. 2, 3, 4. Now we need a 5, but we do have a 5 here, so it can't be one of these two, so this one has to be our 5. Alright, 6, 7, and an 8. So we have a 1 and an 8. There's our 8, so that one has to be our 1. And that one gets to be our 8. Okay, we have 2 numbers missing here. One, looks like we're missing a 2, which there's our 2, so it can't be there. 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're missing a 7. We're missing 2 numbers here, which is a 7 and a 9. We have a 7 and a 9 here, so we just flop those two fellers around. Now we've got 2 numbers missing here in this column, and we've got 2 numbers missing here in this column. 1, 2, 3, so we need a 4, and looky, there's our 4, so there's a 4. 5, and then we're missing a 6, and then 7, 8, 9. Okay, in this particular column we've got a 1, and then we need a 2, and then we got a 3, 4, and then we need a 5. Well, there's a 5, so our 5 has to go here, which leaves this one as our 2. Okay, alright, we're moving along there pretty good. We have a row here that's just missing 2 numbers. We're missing a 2. Well, 2 can't go here because of this 2, so we know this one has to be 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're missing our 9. There's our 9. Okay, now with this being a 9, that means this cannot be a 9, so that has to be our 7. And if that's our 7, well, that makes that one our 9. So that one resolved out. Okay, so we got 3 numbers missing here. We're missing a 1. Well, this 1 swoops this bottom row, so this one has to be a 1. 2, 3. Now we're missing a 4, and we do have a 4 here in this right column. So there's our 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. So all of our numbers are taken care of. 2 spots here in this row. 1, 2. We're missing a 3, 4, and we're missing a 5. Okay, well, we've got a 5 there. So there's our 5, and there's our 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That all works out good. Okay, we've got 3 numbers missing here in this row or this cube. We can do a 1, 2, 3. We need a 4. Okay, well, it can't be here, so one of these two is our 4. 5. We need a 6, which it can't be here, so one of these two is our 6, 7, 8, and a 9. Well, our 9 can't be here, that's got to be over here, so that makes this our 4. You can see the 6 and the 9. These two here have to be 6 and 9 because they're there, so the only one left, I'll go ahead and put a little pencil mark in there. 6 and 9. Just had a 4 left there. Now we've only got 2 numbers missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5. Well, we can't have a 5 in this cube, so this one has to be our 5. 6, and then we're missing our 7. 7, 8, 9. Okay. In this cube here, we're missing a 1, but we do have a 1 across to the top. So this has to be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6, and it looks like we need an 8. Okay. We'll just pencil those in for now. 6 and an 8, a 6 and an 8. That does tell us what these two numbers are. And we know what these two numbers are because of this row. We have a 1, 2, we need a 3. Well, there's a 3 here, so it can't be here. 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need an 8. Well, that's the only spot left for our 8 to go, and then our 9. So we've got a 1, we need a 2, and a 9 here. Now we do have a 9 down here, so that tells us this is our 9, and the only spot left for our 2 is here. Okay. Alright, so we've got 3 numbers missing in the middle row. We got 3 numbers missing in the right row. Let's look in this right row here. We need a 1 because we don't have any 1. Well, here's a 1 and here's a 1, so it can't be here or here. So there's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need a 7 and an 8. Well, here's a 7 and an 8, so we can flop those. 7 and an 8, and there's our 9. So that's that column there. So in this cube or in this column, either way, we've got a 1, and then we need a 2. Well, here's only 1, 2, so it's got to be up here. 3, 4, we need a 5. Well, oh, there's 1, 5, there's 1, 5. So a 5 across the top, 5 across the middle. This one has to be our 5. And then we need a 6. Well, we have a 6 across the top, so this one has to be our 6, which means this is the only spot left for our 2. Okay. Alright, so now over here in this cube, if we go by rows, we just have 2 numbers missing. So in this bottom one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we need a 7 and an 8. Well, we've got a 7 right here, so this one has to be our 7. That one has to be our 8 because that's the only one left. Now that we have that as an 8, that tells us this cannot be our 8, so we have to have an 8 and a 6. Now that we have a 6 here, we know this one has to be a 6, which only leaves this one to be our 9. Okay, this middle one, we have a 1, and we don't have a 2, so we need one of these two to be a 2. Well, there's a 2 right there, so we know that's our 2, and we don't have a 3, so there's our 3. Only spot left for it. 1, 2, 3, we need a 4. Well, there's a 4, so that one's got to be our 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the only one left. There we go. Alright, simple single eliminations. We did a couple pencil marks just for simplicity. You know, sometimes nice, easy puzzles. Take your time, just kind of helps unwind and settles a little bit. Been having a little bit stressful day, so it feels kind of nice to just get the puzzle and get my brain working a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free again to print these off before we start them. And the easy ones, there is lots of different solutions you can find in different orders. You don't have to find them in the same orders. As they get harder, they tend to kind of go in a somewhat of an order that you've got to resolve them in. But feel free to leave comments, suggestions, or challenges. I welcome them all. And thanks for watching, folks. You all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.